Greetings to all. Welcome to Future Officers Academy. Today we are going to see hot topic of the year, session 21. Under this, we are going to discuss about the topics of green revolution, generative AI, and self-respect marriage. Here, green revolution comes under GS 3 paper. Also, generative AI also comes under GS 3 paper. Self-respect marriage comes under GS 2. Now we'll have a detailed analysis of these three topics. First, we are going to deal with Green Revolution. So, the Green Revolution was initiated by Norman Borlaug in the year of 1960s. He is known as the father of Green Revolution in the world. So it led him to winning the Nobel Peace Prize in 1970 for his work developing high yield varieties, that is HYVs, of wheat. In India, the Green Revolution was mainly led by M.S. Swaminathan. So the Green Revolution resulted in a great increase in the production of food grains, especially wheat and rice, due to the introduction into developing countries of new high-yielding variety seeds being in the mid-20th century. Its early dramatic success were in Mexico and the Indian subcontinent. The Green Revolution spreading over the period from 1967 to 68 and 1977 to 78, which changed Indian status from food deficient country to one of the world's leading agricultural nations. Now, what are the objectives of this green revolutions? First, in short term, the revolution was launched to address India's hunger crisis during the second five-year plan. So, in long term, the term objectives included overall agriculture modernization based on rural development, industrial development, infrastructure, raw materials, etc. Now, the employment, to provide employment to both agricultural and industrial workers. Next, under the scientific studies, producing stronger plants which could withstand extreme climates and disease. Globalization of agricultural world by spreading technology and non-industrial nations and setting up many corporations in major agricultural areas. Now, what are the basic elements of this green revolution is first, the expansion of farming areas. Next, double cropping system. Third, using seeds with improved genetics. So these are all the some of the elements to increase green revolution. So now what are the important crops seen in this revolution? The main crops were wheat, rice, jowar, bajra and maize. The non-food grains were excluded from the ambit of the new strategy. Wheat remained the mainstay of the green revolution for years. Now what the green revolution seen in India? In 1943, India suffered from the world's worst recorded food crisis, the Bengal famine, which led to the death of approximately near 4 million people in eastern India due to the hunger. Every after independence in 1947 until 1967, the government largely concentrated on expanding the farming areas, but the population was growing at a much faster rate than food production. This is called for an immediate and drastic action to increase yield. The action came in the form of Green Revolution. The Green Revolution in India refers to a period when agriculture was converted into an industrial system due to the adoption of modern methods and technology such as the use of HYV seeds, tractors, irrigation facilities, pesticides and fertilizers. It was funded by the US and the Indian government and the Ford and Rockefeller Foundation. The Green Revolution in India is largely the wheat revolution, as the wheat production increased by more than three times between 1967 to 68 and 2003 to 4, while the overall increase in the production of cereals was only two times. Now, what are the positive impacts of this Green Revolution? The positive impacts are tremendous increase in crop production. Next, reduced imported food crops, import of food grains. Next, benefits to the farmers. Next, industrial growth. And finally, the rural employment. So these are the positives of Green Revolution. Now, what are the negative impacts of Green Revolution? The negative impacts are non-food grains left out. Next, limited coverage. Limited coverage of HYVP. Next, regional disparities. Fourth, excessive usage of chemicals. So these are some of the impacts of Green Revolution. Also, it includes health hazards and unemployment. So finally, we have to know about what is Kiroshniti Yojana. The Government of India introduced the Green Revolution Kiroshniti Yojana in 2005 to boost the agriculture sector. Government through the scheme plans to develop the agriculture and allied sector in the holistic and scientific manner to increase the income of farmers. It comprises of 11 schemes and missions under the single umbrella scheme. What are all those 11 schemes are? Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture, that is MIDH. Next, National Food Security Mission, National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture, Submission on Agricultural Extension, Submission on Seeds and Planting Material, Submission on Agricultural Mechanization, Submission on Plant Protection and Plant Quarantine, Integrated Scheme on Agricultural Census, Economics and Statistics, Integrated Scheme on Agricultural Cooperation, Integrated Scheme on Agricultural Marketing, National E-Governance Plan in Agriculture. So these are the some of the plans seen with this. That's all from this topic. Our next topic is about generative AI. Under this, we are going to discuss about what is generative AI and their working and their role influence. The generative AI or generative artificial intelligence is a form of artificial intelligence in which algorithms automatically produce content in the form of text, images, audio, and video. Unlike traditional artificial intelligence systems that are designed to recognize patterns and make predictions, generative AI creates new content. Here, generative AI is powered by foundation models, large AI models that can multiple tasks and perform out of the box tasks, including summarization, question and answers, classifications, and more. These systems have been trained on massive months amount of data. It works by using a machine learning model to learn the patterns and relationships in the data set to human created content. It then uses the learned patterns to generate new content. Typically, it starts with a simple text input called prompt, in which the user describes the output they want. Then various algorithms generate new content according to what the prompt is asking for. Now we have to know about the popular generative AI tools such as ChatGPT and Bard. So this ChatGPT is an AI-powered chatbot developed by OpenAI with a unique ability to not only generate written content but also converse with users fluently. This Bard is a generative AI chatbot created by Google based on LAM DA language model technology. It can answer questions asked by users to create or new content from text or image prompts. So that's all from the generative AI topic. Our next topic is about self-respect marriage. So under this we have to know first about their background. So in 2014, ruling the Madras High Court held that marriages performed by the advocates are not valid. It also said that Suyamariyade or self-respect marriages cannot be solemnized in secrecy. This was challenged in the Supreme Court, which set aside the Madras High Court judgment. So we have to know about what are the self-respect marriages. In 1968, Hindu marriage, Tamil Nadu Amendment, Tamil Nadu Amendment Act 1967 received the President's approval and became the law. This amendment modified the Hindu Marriage Act of 1955 by the inserting Section 7A into it. However, it extended only to the state of Tamil Nadu. It deals with the special provision of self-respect and secular marriages. It is legally recognizes any marriage between any two Hindus which can be referred as Suyamariyade or Tirtha marriage or by any other name. So such marriages are solemnized in the presence of relatives, friends and other persons, which parties declaring each other a husband or wife in a language understood by them. Each party to marriage garlands the other and puts a ring on the other fingers or ties the tali, that is or Mangal Sutra. Such marriages are also required to be registered per law. Rationale behind the Tamil Nadu government amending the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. The idea was radically simplify weddings by shunning the need for mandatory Brahmin priest, holy fire, and Saptapadi, that is 7 steps. This allowed marriages to declare in the presence of the couple's friends and family or any other persons. In a nutshell, the amendment was made to do away with the needs of priests and rituals which were otherwise required to complete wedding ceremonies. Now, what are the top court ruled self-respect marriages in past? So in yes, Nagalingam versus Sivagami in 2001, the apex court recognized the petitioner marriage with his wife to be a valid one despite the ceremony of Saptapadi or 7 steps around the sacred fire not taking place. As per the court, the main thrust of this provision is that presence of priest is not necessary for the performance of a valid marriage. Parties can enter into a marriage in the presence of relatives or friends or other persons. So that's all from our today's topics. To read this document, you can visit our website. Our website link have been provided in the description. To get more daily current affairs videos, follow our YouTube channel, also our Telegram channel. Thank you.